We started here just on July 29th. We've already charged 22 people, mostly for gun offenses, and the marshals have caught 81 fugitives. And of course, the police department itself is making a lot of arrests. The operation is named for Legend Taliaferro, a 4-year-old boy who was shot while he was asleep in his apartment. For us, Legend is a symbol of the many hundreds of innocent lives that have been taken in the recent upsurge of crime in many of our urban areas. His life mattered, and the lives of all of those victims matter. Operation Legend is the heart of the federal government's response to this upturn in violent crime. Its mission is to save lives, solve crimes, and take violent offenders off the streets before they can claim more victims. So far, federal state task forces involved in Operation Legend have made almost 1,500 arrests. I think it's 1,485 to be precise. And many of those arrests are for violent state crimes, including 90 homicides, like Legend's murderer. That's more than 90 suspected killers who might still be on the streets without Operation Legend. And in many cities, as I said, the operation is just getting started.
I just want to say thank you for everyone that had a helping hand into solving my son's case. And I also want to thank the community, because I know for a fact we had a lot of tips and help from the community, so I truly appreciate the help that we had.
We were looking for cities where there's been an uptick or an upsurge in violent crime. Most recently, and then we're taking those cities and looking for cities where there's a really good police force, strong police leadership, and political leaders like the mayor who are generally supportive of law enforcement efforts. And Cleveland and also the law enforcement community work very closely and have a good relationship with our federal law enforcement, the U.S. Attorney and others. And Cleveland was, one of the very top cities. It met all those criteria.
In 2016, while Sullivan was at Uber, hackers accessed and downloaded an Uber database containing the personal information of approximately 57 million Uber users and drivers. Instead of promptly revealing the 2016 hack, Sullivan covered it up by having Uber pay the hackers $100,000 in hush money.
As alleged in the criminal complaint, from March 24th of 2001 to March 26th of 2001, Alexander Ma and another former CIA officer conducted a series of meetings with at least 5 MSS intelligence officials in a hotel room in Hong Kong. It is alleged that during those meetings, Alexander Ma and the other former CIA officer disclosed a substantial amount of highly classified national defense information to the MSS officers.
Crime districts in the area, certainly in the city and in the area.
appreciate all the work you do, and I want you to know that the Department of Justice will do everything we can to support you